How to write a resume with no experience. Are you a college student, high school student, or recent grad looking to start your career, but don't have any experience? Is the lack of professional experience on your resume inhibiting you from getting into the job market? In today's video, we're going to address just that. How to write a resume with no experience. I'm Philip Chesney with Career Prep, your source for job search and interview tips. So here's a question for you. What do you think you can add in a resume if you don't have any experience? Add your comments in the comment section below. Now let's dive in. How to structure your resume. The header. The heading of a resume for any professional, whether executive, high school student, college student, or even a resume with no experience, will always consist of your name, contact info such as email, address, and phone number, along with some possible additions such as your address and social media links. These are the main things that you can find in a header. Let's review each part of the header. Name. Write out your full name. This will be in large font and be very apparent at the top of the resume. Email address. It is time to get rid of that old email address that you had as a kid. For your resume, use something professional. You can use your initials and then your last name or pcchesney@gmail.com or philip.chesney@yahoo.com. Create a variation that is close to your name. You may need to add a number or two because that email may not be available. It could be philip.chesney1985@gmail.com. You get the point. Phone number. Always add your area code. If you consider sending your resume for jobs or even internships abroad, make sure to add a +1 before your phone number to let other people know it is a US number. The number would look like +1 and then the area code 518-346-2230. Skype ID. Try to use your name as the Skype ID. For me, Philip C. 1985 would be fine. Social media. Here you can add your social media handles. Just make sure that if you add these, that you have taken the time to clean up your profiles and pictures. You don't want to ruin your chances of getting that job. Summary statement. A summary or professional objective on any resume is used to convey what you want to do, what you're looking for, or even to highlight your top accomplishments. Let's take a look at a bad example and then a good example. Bad example. A determined college student looking for a great career. This was not very inspiring and very bland. Too general. Good example. Passionate marketing and business student that is looking to put his or her knowledge into practice and start a career in the marketing department. Much better, and it tells more about you and what you're looking for. Check out the article for more statements and professional objective examples. Education section. This is one of the key sections on a resume for someone who has little or no experience on their CV. In this case, you're going to need to put the spotlight on your profile with your educational achievements and experience. Start by adding the name of the school where you studied, are studying, the degree focus or major, start date and end date or presumed end date, followed by awards, certifications, your GPA if it was high, and any special projects you took part in. Let's fill it in here. If you notice in the example, you presented your course, the dates you studied at the particular school, along with your accomplishments. This is a great start. Always look for things that you have done, led, organized, or participated in that could make a nice addition to this section. Work experience section. What to put? There are 3 approaches you can take here. The first is you can structure your resume to highlight your other skills in education, or you can cut out the work experience section altogether. For the sake of this video, we will focus on the second and third approaches. The second approach is to consider your informal jobs that you have or had and highlight what you did with the skills that were needed for the job. Suppose you worked doing lawn care for a few clients. You could mention how you always aim to give great customer service and impress the client with your quality of work and work ethic. For example, calling to confirm an appointment. You could also mention how you were able to get new clients from word-of-mouth marketing. Let's take a look at our first example, lawn care. Lawn care, May 2019 to present. Currently take care of 4 neighbors' lawns, each 2 times per month. Constantly aim to deliver a high-quality service and push for word-of-mouth recommendations. Acquire 2 new customers from my current clientele. The third approach is to label certain volunteer experiences as work experience. Here's the catch. If you decide to take the third approach, make sure you select volunteer experiences that are relevant to the job or position you are applying. In other words, say you're going for an entry-level position in marketing, and you've worked as a volunteer in the marketing domain. This particular volunteer experience would be relevant to include as work experience as it's similar to what you're pursuing. Let's take a look at our example. Junior marketer for company ABC. Held a volunteer position as a junior marketer for company ABC. Helped answer incoming social media inquiries on Facebook and Twitter pages. Assisted in writing how-to blog articles for the company and have additional social media content to share. Co-wrote YouTube how-to video scripts for the company. The YouTube channel has helped create 130 plus new leads and generate 51 new paying customers. Worked with a marketing team of 15 plus members to help produce creative and engaging content. There are a couple of great options for you to fill in for the work experience section of your resume. Let's take a look at the other areas of your resume. Skills section. The skills section on a CV with little or no experience is a place to show your knowledge in certain areas. Just like the education section earlier in the article, this is another section that you must emphasize. Besides labeling your general skills, focus on mirroring the job description. In other words, match your skills in your resume to what the job description is requesting. For skills, focus on things like language fluency, computer skills, knowledge of different software, and other technical skills you have. Next to each item you list, mention your knowledge level of it. For instance, if you put down Spanish, add a hyphen and then fluent or proficient. Let's look at a few more to make it stick. Volunteer section. Earlier in the video, we learned about how to use our relevant volunteer experiences as work experience. In this section, it's more for generic volunteer experiences. Volunteer experience or taking on specific roles can demonstrate your skills, dedication, and help convey why you are the right person for the job. Additionally, volunteer experience can be a great icebreaker, as the interviewer might be interested in your experience, want to learn more, or may even be part of the organization. Hey, you never know. It's a great way to establish rapport. Let's take a look at a few. Extras and achievements. The achievements section is a great way to showcase your trophies and things you've achieved. They also are a great conversation starter. Here's a few below. For the extras section, it is totally optional. If you choose to add it, you could add things like hobbies, interests, publications, projects you have worked on, community activities, etc. Here are a few examples below. Boxing coach from 2015 to present. A blogger and vlogger for the exercise industry from 2018 to present. Language learning, Portuguese and Arabic. Although the extras section may not be the deal maker to get you hired, it will, however, demonstrate that you are active and like to learn. If your hobbies or extras are related to the job or have transferable skills, all the better. Wrap up. Whether you're in high school, college, a recent grad, or someone who has not had any work experience, you're going to need a resume. More importantly, you're going to have to prove to the recruiter that you are the right candidate for the position. Don't worry if you do not have much experience. Put the spotlight on your academic, volunteer work, skills, and other interests of yours. Show who you are and why you're the right person for the job. Remember, although it is nice to have previous work experience to put on your resume, it isn't always a must. Employers are willing and expect to train you. Showing your willingness and eagerness to learn and grow is one of the best things you can do in an interview.